To get into the best shape of your life, it's not only about diet. It's not only about an exercise routine. It's about both. I'm going to show you an exercise routine that you can do from home, as well as easy to follow cooking instructions so you can take control over your health. Hi, I'm Daniel Edlund, chef and trainer to the stars. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the exercise element of this program. I hope your core is warmed up and your abs are hurting and your back is hurting and your lactic acid everywhere. So what I'm going to start with is the quinoa that I have here. And quinoa is really an amazing grain. It's called the mother grain in Bolivia, where it's originated from, because it's the only grain with a complete amino acid profile. And it's fantastic to use for vegetarians, of course, and for non-vegetarians as well. You can make it in a big batch and you can keep it in your refrigerator to utilize for the whole week. And what I'm going to do before I cook it is to soak it for about 10 minutes in filtered water, and that is to release some of the bitterness out of the grain and also for it to create a little mini sprout to make it easier to cook. And that's it really. We cook it like rice and piece of cake. So while the quinoa is soaking, we're going to start with the vegetables. And what we're going to have for the quinoa recipe today is carrots, peppers and onions. Let me start with the carrot here. And I like a little diagonal slice, like that. Now that the carrots are done, we're going to go ahead and cut some peppers and onions. So I have a pepper here that I'm going to cut. You want to cut it like this to core it. Turn it around, this side. And I want to have one cut in the middle to make them a little shorter. That's it. And an onion. Cut it in half. Peel it. Make sure all of the brown is gone. You see the root base here. Cut it in slices. Like so. Save the end. Finish it. So the main protein that we're going to use today is fish, and I have a lovely salmon here that I'm going to prepare and put in the sauce and in the casserole. What I first want to do is I want to rinse it a little bit to get rid of any possible toxins. I'll take it over here to my board. I just want to pat it dry a little bit, some paper towels. And then season it with lemon pepper. And sea salt, just a little sprinkle. And that's it. We're gonna let it sit until we're finished with the sauce, the coconut and the basil. For the salmon we're gonna use onions and fennel and basil. I'm gonna use the onions that I chopped before with the fine chop, and I'm gonna use some fennel. And with the fennel, I want to start with taking the root off, and the leaves, cut it in half, half again, and just chop through. Nice dice, the way I want it. And for the basil, I'm going to use this technique. It's a very good technique to get the basil to be fresh, come out, and it's faster and not bruised. See, perfect chop, very little effort. I'm going to cut the salmon in 4. Alright, it's time for our vegetables to be sauteed before we put the quinoa in. And they go in. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to use like so. Just a couple of minutes. And we're cooking. Just a little bit of extra olive oil. Don't hurt anybody. Now it's time to put the quinoa in. I've drained it and it's going right in, like that. I've taken double the amount of water to quinoa. So in this case, 4 cups. I have my tomato paste here. 1 big dollop. A organic vegetable stock cube from Rapunzel, a little bit of sea salt, like that, olive oil, yeah, stir a little bit to get the tomato paste dissolved, the stock cube dissolved, and cover. Let it come to a boil, reduce the heat and simmer for 20 minutes. And that's all. We're going to move this to the back burner and get our vegetable going. I've put some coconut oil in here. That's all. And this is our onions and fennel. Goes right in. Hot pan. A lot of it. I'm going to have a juicy stew here. Saute that for a few minutes. I want to add a little bit of turmeric in here before I put the coconut milk, just to bloom the flavors. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika, just a dash. A quick stir. You see how everything turned yellow? Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's put the coconut milk. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah. Look at that. Ready to saute the salmon here. Clarified butter, hot pan, skin down. All you need to know. like to use my hands when I work. There you go. Beautiful. About a minute and a half on each side. You can peel the skin off and then transfer it to the bowl of our sauce. Time to turn these guys around. Yeah, skin just turn off. Great. Saves me a lot of trouble. That's what I do. I take a fork. I start on the far end, and I roll it up, and the whole skin just comes off. Usually, anyway. Take a beautiful salmon and put it straight in. Right in the sauce. So what I'm going to do here to finish off the salmon is to put some lime juice and some fresh basil. Just cover it a little bit. Make sure the salmon is covered, and voila, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the show, and with the perfect exercise routine comes the perfect meal, and I think that this is it. It's delicious, it's very easy to make, and now you know how to do it too. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.